The biggest thing I have to learn is to ask for help. That's the biggest thing. You know, and this goes back even, I mean, it's so funny you called about this, and I'm so grateful that you asked this question, because it's the same thing about commitment. It's the same thing about me just wanting to be the only person that's allowed to run my show, or to even know what my show is. Until you say, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna take action. Nothing changes if nothing changes, man. And I'm not preaching at you. I'm just, I just want to remind you, because you know, I've spent a lot of time in my life sitting around wanting things to change, and not being able to make them change, and not thinking I could. And I wish somebody had told me that earlier sometimes, that in order for something to change, there needs to be change.
What the fuck do you do when you're depressed and you don't know what the fuck is going on with your life? I'm 23, I'm about to graduate. All these kind of good things are happening around me, but man, I ain't been more depressed in my life. And I've seen you like on this week and like this weekend and all that shit. And I saw you were going through a hard patch now, and I was going through a hard patch, and I just kind of want to hear, you know, what do you do? Kind of see the brightness when you stand in the dark, man. Be well.
Thanks, Brian. I appreciate that, man. It's, you know, it's a good question. What do you do? You know, I'm not trying to get all philosophical. What I do, in the past, I didn't do anything, man. I'll tell you that. I made some poor choices. I would lay in my bed. I would do masturbation. You know, I would do just masturbation until I didn't even have any feelings. I would almost just beat my feelings out of my body via masturbation, you know? And I started masturbation when I was young, and it persisted, man. And that's another thing about, you know, no man ever told me anything about masturbation, man. You know, I mean, when my father was young, he was probably on horses, and who knows what the fuck they were doing. You know, I don't even know if they had masturbation then. And my brother was gone; he wasn't there, so I learned it, you know, by watching some pornography videos, and some boy beat me up at the library one time and showed me a bunch of pictures of cooter. That's what he called it. And that boy was beating me and making me look at these pictures of cooter that he had that were all jacked up and had been, probably just looked like they'd been looked at so many times. It was nasty. My brother has been really great for me. My brother has been really, man. You know, I don't know where I would be without my brother, man. I mean, he had a really tough time when we were kids. He had a really tough time. And, you know, and I was the younger brother, you know, so I came in just needing, you know, and probably what little he was getting that he needed as a child, I came in and cut that in half. You know, in some ways he turned into my father too. You know, he had to fill in a lot of roles that we didn't have. You know, I don't want to tell somebody else that I'm afraid. I don't want to tell somebody else that I'm scared. I don't want to tell somebody else that, you know, I don't know. I don't know sometimes deep down in me if I really want to tell somebody else that I care even. But I know for a fact I don't want to tell somebody else that I'm scared. I don't want to tell somebody else that I'm afraid. I don't want to tell somebody else that I think I'm going to mess up, or because if I do that, then I'm weak. You know, then I'm weak. Man, it gets tiring. It gets so tiring, just the energy we spend just spinning our wheels, man. And the gambler, is a good reference by your friend. Yeah, sometimes just keep playing just to lose. You know, sometimes when I would smoke cigarettes, I would smoke them and I'd burn half of one, I'd start smoking the next one. Before I even finished the one I was on, I'd put it out and start smoking the next one. Because I wasn't smoking to enjoy smoking, I was smoking just to burn myself down. I wanted to cook my heart like a damn little chicken. Because I had control over that. Yeah, just playing to lose, man. I don't care if I lose, but at least I lose, you know? I'm in control if I lose. That's this thing that's this story that there is. That's the feeling. You know, watch me wreck my life. Don't you care? That was this thing always inside of me. Watch me, watch me. You know, when it came to my addiction and stuff, or when it comes to it, that's a story that's inside of me sometimes, or that can be inside of me. Watch me ruin everything. Because I'm in control of that. It's so hard to let go of control. That's the thing. It's so hard to... I mean, you're doing it right there. When you're saying you're tired. Man, I know that tiredness, brother. I'm tired of feeling alone. I'm tired of not. I'm tired of also not even being there for myself. And they think the whole life you think, oh, I'll just keep judging and keeping people at a distance. But guess what? There's this thing in the distance making you think, oh, that you win somehow, that I win somehow by doing that. I'm not saying you, I'm saying me. But then I get to the end of my life and I'll realize, you know what? I didn't win anything by doing that. That was a trick. And the only thing I won was being alone, or being less connected to others, you know. And not only did I miss out, could I miss out on caring about people, but I missed out on feeling probably a lot of the love that people had for me. Because there's something right there wrapped up. They're next door neighbors. They're cheek to cheek. They're conjoined twins. When I can't love someone, when I judge and I keep someone away from me, you know, I keep me away from them. I keep me away from them. And also, what the fuck? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Let's get into some questions, man. But I don't know, man. You know. Yeah, and I'm not being hard on myself because, you know, I'm not saying woe is me, this or that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I know that there's, if I'm resentment about something, if I'm angry about something, I need to go look at why I'm angry about it. And if I can eventually find a way that I had some say in it, then at least it's in my control. So instead of being angry at my dad because he was so old and I didn't get to a proper father-son relationship, instead I can take a little bitty piece and say, oh, well, you know what? When I was like 15, 16, I could have probably been a better son at some points. Then it puts a little bit of it on me. Now I can have ownership of it. And And now I can go apologize, at my father's grave if I want to and let him know. And not that I'm like, because then it just gives me ownership. Now I'm in control of our relationship again. And now I can rebuild memories. And now I don't have that. Now there's no anger between us anymore. Now it's an opportunity for us for my brain and heart to be like, oh man, good. That right angle ain't there. That right turn, that stoplight, those 7 stop signs you got built up at this intersection of your emotions, it's not there anymore. And it's just a beautiful curve, man, and you can feel the love. You can feel the love, man. I just wish I just felt more comfortable in my own skin a lot of times, because I feel like I would be able to be more effective as a person if I could just like kind of not toil in some of my own, if small self-worth issues or like lack of confidence at times. I wish I could trust my instincts, and I wish my instincts were like better calibrated so that I knew when if I was doing like okay and good stuff, then my insides like told me you're being okay. You don't have to worry. Yeah, a lot of people come out. A lot of people are struggling. Yeah. I didn't realize that. I guess that so many people are having tough times. But then I look at all the people that are dying of meds and dying of this and that, and I'm like, man, people really are struggling. Yeah. Do you think that one of the reasons a lot of young men are struggling is because just like the way we've changed from being like really like limbic, like things we need to do, hunt, get milk, get honey, get, meat, attack stuff, do stuff, be there, connected to the earth. And then now we've become this separate sort of just, it's almost like we're just like a strong thing that's
we're house cats
being contained. Yeah.
We're indoor cats now. So
it's fucking scary. No, I think I've always felt like this. I don't think it's ever changed. Yeah, it makes me think about it, man.
Are you getting emotional?
A little bit. I mean, it just makes me, I just don't know why I don't know why I feel that way or sometimes. And I don't know why people feel that way, So it just makes me sad that I don't know.
It's very hard, man. I understand it and I feel it, and I've gone through it my whole life as far as just feeling like a piece of shit, But I just stopped. The other day I was like, I'm beating myself up over shit. I'm doing the best I can.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you because I know how hard it is to take care of ourselves. I know how hard it is to take care of ourselves. I know that for me, I never wanted to take care of myself because if I took care of myself, then I was doing somebody else's job. Instead, I just always wanted to show you how much I was hurting, And so starting to take care of myself was doing the opposite of that. And it was the opposite of the whole thing that I'd like, oh, you're going to see, when you look at me, you're going to see how much I hurt, and starting to take care of myself is a total opposite of that. So I hear that in you today, and I'm thankful for that, man. I really am. And I'm grateful that I have moments like this. These are moments that mean something to me. 2 guys trying to be honest and not even being gay and just being honest. Because these are moments I never had as a child. There was never any peace in my house. There was never a chance for anybody even to listen or to be heard. There was never even any piece of space to think or to feel. There was no space for that. And so it's moments like this, where I can have an honest conversation with somebody. I'd have given anything, to have these as a child. And children need these sort of things. So anyway, bro, enough of that shit for me too, bro. But praise, man. I'm happy for you. And happy Thanksgiving, man. You made my day. You really did, brother. Praise God.